have never really been interested in a dash cam because they just look so tacky up on the window, but this is different. The camera is going to replace this factory plastic piece above the rear view mirror for an OEM built-in look. The company that makes this dash cam is Mangoal, and they sent it out for me to show you guys. Here's everything that comes in the box. Use the included trim tool and pop off the 2 trim pieces on the overhead console. Take a T15 Torx bit to remove the 2 screws that hold it in place. Take both hands and pry down on the console for removal. You will want to locate the unused factory connector that is glued in place. Take a flathead screwdriver and carefully work it loose. Even trying to be careful, a small piece of the connector broke loose, but it should still connect. Grab the supplied wiring harness, plugging it into the factory connector until it clicks. Then plug the power cable from the camera into the harness and start the truck, just to make sure it comes on. If you hear a chime when the truck comes on, then we should be good to unplug the power connection to route the wires where they need to go. Taking the trim tool, we now need to pop loose the plastic cover. The piece on the front will come off first, and now you can pop loose the rest of the cover. There's a small hole on the top, and once you get all the cables through, you can push the camera up until it clicks into place. Now you will take the second plastic cover and click that into place, making sure not to pinch any of the wiring harness. Take the unused wires and set them aside out of the way. Grab the power connection connecting the camera to the wiring harness and push together until it clicks, and hide the wire to the side out of the way for the console to be reinstalled. Take the overhead console, applying pressure with both hands until it clips back into place, and then you will take the T15 Torx bit, reinstall the 2 screws to secure the overhead console. Last step is to push the trim pieces back and installation should be complete. The fit and finish on this dash cam looks great. I will point out that there is a small gap right here, but you can only notice it if you're looking for it. Here's what it looks like from outside of the truck. Right here is where you'll install the micro SD card. Every time you start your truck, you'll hear a chime, and then you'll hear it a few seconds later say start recording. You now want to go to the App Store and install the SkyCamm app. Click Add Camera, Next, and you'll want to connect to the camera's Wi-Fi with the password 12345678. Once connected, go back to the SkyCamm app to finish adding the camera. And if you see this, that means the lens protector is still on. So let me remove that. You should now see a clear image, and you can see that this is already recording. It starts recording as soon as you start the truck. If you click on the camera icon, it will take a snapshot of the image. If you hit the video icon, it will pause recording. Now, if you want to access the recordings, click on the camera files in the lower left hand of the screen. Here you can either download the recordings to your phone or you can play them on your phone. I want to show you a pretty cool feature if you've got an AUCAR unit in your truck, or if you've got any other Android aftermarket stereo. You can download the SkyCamm app and access your camera right here on the screen. It shows up pretty well. You can see I'm getting a little bit of glare from the dash. That's just because the sun is beaming directly down on the front of the truck. You can also download the recordings or play them back right here from the screen. I do want to try something fast moving in front of the camera just to see if it breaks up any. I'm going to use my windshield wipers, and it doesn't seem to break up at all, so that's pretty good. While we're here, let's go through some of the camera settings. You can choose whether or not you want it to record sound. The photo resolution is right here. You can either do 12 megapixel or you can bring it down. The video resolution is right here. It's set to 4K, but we'll leave it on that. The loop recording duration, that's set to 1 minute, so all your clips all together will be 1 minute sections. You can up that to 3 minutes if you want to. The good thing here is if your SD card fills up with recordings, it will just automatically overwrite them and you don't have to worry about formatting the SD card. The time watermark, if you turn that off, you will no longer get a timestamp on your recordings. You can adjust the brightness of the camera right there. The WDR is just an image processing technology that they use, so we'll leave that turned on. They also offer some collision detection options for the camera to turn on while you're parked if someone were to hit you, but you've got to use the OBD2 port power adapter in order for those functions to work. For now, I'm going to leave it powered the way I've got it, but I may think about installing that later on. It's time to take it out on the road and see how well this camera picks up. As we're driving, one of the biggest things I notice is not only can you see all of the lanes, but you can see off the street, left and right. This has got a really wide angled camera. After looking back at all the daytime and nighttime driving footage, I thought the detail looked great, and the camera did not seem to break up much at all. I think the night vision also looks pretty good. One thing to note is that in certain lighting situations, you will get some glare from the dash. A setting I will definitely change is bumping up the record time for each video from 1 minute to 3 minutes, because this created a ton of individual files, which made it more difficult to search through the videos. Now, this is my first time ever trying out a dash cam, and there may be something better out there, but it is hard to beat the built-in OEM style look that this unit comes with, and it's a big plus in my opinion. If I was considering buying a dash cam, I would definitely go this route. Well, I appreciate y'all watching this. If you liked it, make sure you hit the thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and do so. Until next time, see y'all.